Putting the tail lights in place, so that connector there goes in that way up. Screws just in place there at the moment, just loose, and you want to check to see how the alignment is before putting these screws in here. So the convertible hood bonnet is on. It was a bit of a pig to do. It took 2 people to hold it either side while I pushed the bearings and the bolts through. Also the tail light screws are in and they're fixed in place. The back bumper is in place, just sitting on the wee guides that sit just behind here, and the 2 bolts are on but not tightened up yet. Now I've got to move this up a wee bit and put these screws into place. Connected this connector here for various lights, probably I'd say the number plate light. Fixing the bumper screws back into place. The grill pieces are in, and also the overlays for the exhaust. Now to put the right hand side fender in. This one's already done, didn't have to remove that for the clutch change. So small Torx screws there, they look like these ones with the coarse thread, and these ones that go to the chassis, they have a finer thread. Okay, so I just took it for a test drive and it's running well. Yep. Thank you for watching my tutorial on how to change the clutch in a 2007 Gallardo Spyder. It's a challenging job and takes a lot of patience. You'll need another person to assist at times, even if for moral support. I think you should reserve at least a 40-hour week to attend to this job, just for your first clutch change. Subsequent changes will get down to within a day or 2 if you have all the parts, O-rings, thread locker, and the necessary tools at hand. Remember that there might be tricky bolts and fittings that don't want to play nice, so be prepared to write off a morning trying to get at something or bolt it back into place. This is especially true when it comes to the catalytic converters. Take your time and check everything with care. Get photos throughout the process, as well as bag and label screws and bolts numbered in order as you go. When it comes to cost, this really depends on what resources you have available to you. I live in the South Island of New Zealand, and access to OEM Lamborghini clutch related parts and services is time consuming and expensive. There are a number of companies in the USA that specialise in relining Lamborghini clutches. However, I chose a more local option, Waikato Clutch and Brake Services in Hamilton, New Zealand, and I can recommend them for their friendly service and quality workmanship. So let's get down to business. The cost of the reline clutch and reground flywheel was approximately $700 US. I had to do an oil and filter change, which was $500 US. For miscellaneous expenses, courier charges, and trips to the pub, that was about $200. You must have someone who has a Lamborghini Lara, Texas or Leonardo package so that they can reset the clutch on the e-gear system for you. Well, my time and labour was free, so all up it cost approximately $1,500 US. I hope this tutorial series serves you well, and I intend to upload any further DIY maintenance tips in the near future. Yep. Are you in third?
No, I'll go to bed.